For most of us, a rough road with a few potholes is enough to make us decide never to drive that way again. But imagine roads where the danger goes far beyond damaged asphalt. Imagine a road where a simple mistake could mean a plunge down a cliff, a head-on collision on a blind curve, or a battle against unpredictable weather. The roads on this list are infamous for their deadly conditions, pushing even the most experienced drivers to their limits. While they lead somewhere, those who ride through these roads have to be extra careful to reach their destination in one piece. Welcome back to Wow Effect, and in this video, we're revealing some of the world's most terrifying roads. Before we dive in, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Wow Effect, and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on our upcoming videos. Now, fasten your seatbelt because we are about to hit the road. Trollstigen, Norway. If you crave a thrill beyond theme park rides, then a drive on Trollstigen Road in Rauma, Norway might be your kind of adventure. Known as the Trolls Road, this narrow 65-mile stretch is famous for its 11 sharp hairpin bends that twist and turn along a steep mountainside. The road is so tight that vehicles longer than 40 feet are strictly prohibited, which is an understandable rule considering the difficulty of maneuvering around its unforgiving curves. But it's not just the sharp turns that make Trollstigen a challenge. Rock falls, slick surfaces from frequent rain, and dense fog can quickly reduce visibility, turning an already nerve-wracking drive into a risky gamble. For those daring enough to take it on, caution is crucial. Otherwise, it might be best to leave this treacherous path to the trolls that inspired its name. Leh-Manali Highway, India. Stretching 300 miles across northern India, the Leh-Manali Highway is a road trip that promises jaw-dropping views and nerve-wracking challenges. Connecting the towns of Leh and Manali, this highway cuts through some of the highest mountain passes in the world, soaring over 3 miles above sea level at its highest points. While travelers are drawn to its stunning, rugged landscapes, the journey is anything but easy. Completing it takes a full day by jeep or 2 days by bus. And running out of fuel can be disastrous since there are no gas stations for about 225 miles. Harsh weather is a constant threat, with heavy snowfall, avalanches, and floods from melting glaciers capable of blocking the road without warning. The highway is only open for about 4.5 months each year, and considering the unpredictable conditions, it might be best to avoid this route altogether. Kabul-Jalalabad Road, Afghanistan. The Kabul-Jalalabad Road in Afghanistan is infamous for all the wrong reasons. Stretching through the Kabul River Gorge, alongside towering 2,000-foot cliffs, this road is as dangerous as it is breathtaking, with mountain views that can be hard to appreciate when every mile is a gamble. Narrow turns, sharp drop-offs, and frequent rock falls make navigating it a test of nerves. However, the natural hazards aren't the only things to worry about. The road cuts through Taliban territory, adding a layer of unpredictability that no amount of careful driving can control. Then there are the heavy trucks, often overloaded and struggling up steep inclines. When drivers misjudge their load, these trucks can stall or roll backward, creating chaos for anyone caught behind. Between unpredictable terrain, reckless drivers, and the threat of conflict, the Kabul-Jalalabad Road is a path where one wrong move could easily be the last. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. Carved out of a sheer canyon cliff face in the late 1800s by miners with little more than gunpowder and hand drills, Skipper's Canyon Road is now considered the most dangerous road in New Zealand. Hailed as an engineering marvel, this 16.5-mile stretch has barely changed since its creation, and that's part of what makes it so treacherous. Unpaved, narrow, and mostly one-way, The road is bordered by a 330-foot drop with no guardrails to catch a mistake. Rain transforms the path into a slippery, muddy mess, making navigation even more difficult. If you encounter an oncoming car, reversing along this winding, cliff-hugging track until it widens could be your only option. A daunting task even for confident drivers. With its stunning views over the Shotover River, the road may seem tempting, but considering its risks, it's better admired from a safe distance. Commonwealth Avenue, Philippines. Dangerous roads aren't always perched on high cliffs or buried under snow. Sometimes they're right in the heart of a bustling city. Known as the Killer Highway, Commonwealth Avenue in Quezon City, Philippines is a prime example. Stretching from 6 to 18 lanes wide, it holds the title of the country's widest road. Yet it's infamous for its chaos and unpredictability. Unlike typical highways where multiple lanes bring order, Commonwealth Avenue is a constant scene of reckless driving. Motorists, motorcyclists, and public vehicles weave through traffic with little regard for rules, stopping anywhere to pick up or drop off passengers. As a result, 3 to 5 fatal accidents reportedly occur here each day. The sheer disregard for traffic laws makes navigating this road a risky venture that's better avoided. The nickname Killer Highway is a warning that shouldn't be taken lightly. Eyre Highway, Australia. At first glance, Eyre Highway might seem like an easy drive. It is flat, straight, and stretches endlessly over 1,000 miles between Western and South Australia. No sharp turns, no cliffs, and barely any traffic. Yet, that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. Driver fatigue is a common issue on this monotonous, lonely stretch, leading to accidents that can easily turn fatal. Wildlife like kangaroos, emus, and camels often wander onto the road, causing sudden, hazardous collisions. If an accident happens, help could be a long way off, as phone reception is almost non-existent, and rescue services can take hours to arrive. To make matters worse, the intense Australian summer can spark bushfires, quickly turning the highway into a blazing, inescapable trap. While the road may seem calm and quiet, the reality is that its isolation and unpredictability make it a route best approached with extreme caution. 99 Bend Road, China. The 99 Bend Road, leading to the peak of Tiananmen Mountain in China, might be short at just 7 miles, but it's far from a casual drive. With its sharp hairpin turns, 99 of them to be exact, this winding road demands a steady hand and nerves of steel. While the scenic views might seem like something out of a fairy tale, the reality is much more daunting. The low-lying guard walls offer little protection if a turn is misjudged, and a simple mistake could send a vehicle tumbling into the valley below. The 99 bends are said to symbolize the 9 palaces of heaven in Taoism. For those who'd rather avoid the risks, there is the safer option of a 4.5-mile cable car ride from the Zhangjiajie railway station that offers the same views. Taroko Gorge Road, Taiwan. Taroko Gorge Road in Taiwan might look like a scenic drive carved into a mountainside, but it's anything but peaceful. Navigating its blind bends, narrow tunnels, and tight lanes requires full focus, as a moment's distraction could lead to a disaster. What makes this road even riskier is a constant flow of pedestrians, scooters, cars, and tour buses, all drawn to the breathtaking views of the gorge. Sharing such limited space with so many people is already a challenge. But there's more. The area is prone to earthquakes and tropical cyclones, meaning falling rocks are real threats here. Driving this road can feel like playing a high-stakes game of dodgeball, except the consequences are far more severe. With all these dangers combined, the natural beauty of Taroko Gorge is best admired from a safe distance, far away from the edge of this perilous road. Sichuan-Tibet Highway, China. The Sichuan-Tibet Highway stretches over 1,300 miles, carving its way through 14 mountains and ancient forests. While the breathtaking views are tempting, this road is far from a serene mountain drive, as it is known for being treacherous, even in good weather. Hairpin bends and poorly maintained driving surfaces make it difficult to navigate. But things get much worse when rain, snow, or ice turn the road into a slippery, chaotic mess, causing traffic jams. But the rough terrain isn't the only hurdle. The higher you climb, the thinner the air gets, with oxygen levels dropping to just half of what they are at sea level. Not only do drivers struggle to catch their breath, but their cars do too. Combustion engines lose efficiency at such high altitudes, making vehicles sluggish and unpredictable. If that wasn't enough, reaching heights over 13,000 feet also means tire pressure can drop, reducing handling and braking. Imagine trying to navigate a steep descent when your car's brakes can't grip properly. And as if the road itself weren't dangerous enough, tempers often flare when traffic comes to a standstill. Fights, thefts, and harassment are disturbingly common as frustration builds among stranded travelers. It's a road that tests not just your driving skills, but also your patience and endurance. James Dalton Highway, Alaska. The James Dalton Highway in Alaska is a test of endurance. Stretching through some of North America's most isolated settlements, it covers 240 miles without a single hotel, gas station, restaurant, cell service, or even radio reception. It's no wonder this road is primarily traveled by long haulers delivering crucial supplies to remote communities. Parts of the highway remain unpaved, and some sections cross frozen bodies of water. When warmer weather hits, these frozen crossings can quickly become unstable, threatening to crack open beneath unwary drivers. Avalanches are another constant threat, with a routine trip potentially turning into a life-threatening situation. If you think summer brings a break, think again. The melting ice causes severe flooding, making certain stretches impassable. The James Dalton Highway is as unforgiving as it is remote. It is a path that tests your resilience. Kuyandinsky Bridge, Russia. Stretching a third of a mile over the frozen Vitim River, the narrow, unfinished Kuyandinsky Bridge in Russia is a true test of courage. At 6 feet wide, with no guardrails, it feels more like a tightrope walk than a drive. Drivers often roll down their windows, not for the view, but to reduce the wind's push that could send them plunging below. The wooden planks are old, creaky, and worn, making every inch feel uncertain. Built over 3 decades ago and never completed, the Kuyandinsky Bridge is a crossing where hesitation is your worst enemy. If you ever find yourself at the start of this shaky path, maybe hold your breath, keep a steady grip, and don't look down. Passage du Gois, France. Stretching 2.6 miles, Passage du Gois connects the Gulf of Bernef to Noirmoutier, but twice daily, it slips under the Atlantic Ocean, submerged in water as deep as 13 feet. To rescue those caught off guard, emergency towers stand tall along the route, offering a last-minute lifeline. Even when the tide pulls back, the road doesn't become harmless. Leftover seaweed turns it into a slippery hazard, making every drive a gamble. Misjudge the timing, and you could find your car slowly sinking into the rising waters. An unintended donation to the French coastline. North Yungas Road, Bolivia. Bolivia's North Yungas Road isn't called Death Road for nothing. For decades, this 40-mile stretch claimed the lives of about 300 people a year due to its sheer, unguarded 2,000-foot drops and treacherous conditions. Although improved safety measures like guardrails and official road closures have reduced the death toll to about 5 a year, this path remains perilous. Technically, vehicles aren't allowed on the road anymore, but that doesn't stop the occasional car, truck, or wagon from testing fate. Even without these rogue drivers, the road is still not a safe route for mountain bikers who legally use it. The sharp, narrow turns are nerve-wracking, and the surrounding jungle can swallow any sense of visibility. The temperature swings from freezing to scorching, and on dry days, Thick clouds of dust choke the air, making an already dangerous path even harder to navigate. If the road itself isn't intimidating enough, the crosses that stand quietly along its edges, as tributes to those who never made it home, are a stark reminder of its unforgiving nature. The North Yungas Road may have fewer fatalities today, but it's still not a place to test your luck. There you have it! What a journey it's been through some of the world's most dangerous roads. So, which of these roads would you never want to drive on? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe to Wow Effect, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.